Hey everyone, today we talk about the Bitcoin crash by Rusia FUD and Velo ATH from the bottom to previous ATH best time strategy. And you can see in here we have the Rusia FUD and then you can see about the Bitcoin dominance and the crash what happening today and the reason and what is the next target and what is the next plan for the Bitcoin crash. That's why stay tuned with the channel because I also give you about the Velo. The Velo is the coin that gonna pump and even it's just go back to the previous all-time high, it's already 80x. That's why let's discuss one by one, and I will start discuss about the today Bitcoin because our outlook is about the Bitcoin first. You see that the Russia proposed ban on use the mining of the cryptocurrency. You can see that Russia is not the number one. The previous there is a China ban and then the Russia ban, and it's bring the Bitcoin that ever crash in the May in here because the China ban and the Elon Musk. And now in here today the Russia starting to down. Maybe it's more the politics, but you need to know that this is the very urgency situation. Why? Because you can see in the weekly time frame you can see in this red rectangle in here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you see this green line is actually the very strong support. Some people said that the very strong is around the 40k, but I think the better idea is the strong support is the 80 the 38k right now in here because you can see in the 4th January after hit this resistance going down and burst up. And in here, after the crash, we test this as the resistance and then going back again and then just fly again. And you can see that's why the weekly close for the Bitcoin need to stay above 38 in here. Why? Because if we fell down and maybe we're gonna see 30k thousand and back to the value in the June and the July. And if you see about the detail of the overall bullish scenario, I'm still optimistic that I already told you that the Q1, the quarter one is very bad for Bitcoin because the tapering, because the inflation in the US. But you can see that we are in the strong bull run. We are in the bull run in the halving and the next we still haven't reached this rate. We're still in the middle. That's why if you curious what is this peak, by the September, the peak for the Bitcoin is about 200k thousand. But if you ask me whether we can achieve it or not, yeah, let's see. Because you know that this bull run is very different about the bull run happened in the 2018 or maybe 2013. That's why I think it's still long to go. This just to update you that the bull run haven't over. And if we are assuming about the altcoin, especially for the small cap, I think they still need the time. You can see that every time we hit this one and the Bitcoin dominance is up. That's why the altcoin and the small coin cannot pump. The alt season gonna be happening only if that we broke this support in here and then it's going down, or maybe after we gonna pump in here for the Bitcoin dominance maybe in March, in April we start to going down, and when it is going to down, it's the odd season is coming. That's why to continue about the path to odd season, you need to know about the best one is the Bitcoin pump first, the second is Ethereum, the third is the large cap, and the last about the odd season. That's why I told you that the Velo is the next blue chip for the next bull run. But you need to know that now we not even in the best two. Now we still in the best one waiting the Bitcoin to pump first, right? That's why the Velo, you can see that I have four marks in here. First mark and the second mark in here indicate that is the very strong support after hit this one and pump, after hit this one and pump for the failure. But you can see now the retest happened in here for the failure. And one of our friend talked about, can you analyze the failure? So I told him that I gonna analyze the failure. Actually, I already waiting the failure for a very very long time. Since the October, since November, I wait for the failure. Why? Because the failure is a very very good coin, but you need to know that this is very the bearish scenario. That's why for the altcoin it's difficult to count. That's why I'm still waiting. Even if the fellow already hit this yellow line. Actually, from the history, if the history is the indication, you can see that after you hit this yellow, we gonna pump. But you need to know the fellow just opening in the September and 20, but in the 2021, the value is not going so well and just going to downtrend. That's why maybe with the Bitcoin crash today and the ban of the Russia and the path of the old season still long to go, maybe the fellow still can go weaker. And if you draw this white line and you extend to this, so this is a triple parallel line and you can find that around in this April or May, maybe the value still going to down again. That's why maybe after hit this one, maybe a bit pump going to 0 0.1 or 0.09 in here and then just dump again in here. Maybe it's possible, but if you long term about the value, because if you buy now, Velo already get to 34x just to back to all-time high. I think yeah, you can start to DCA down, but I'm not recommended you to buy all in for the Velo. So let's say if you have the 100 US dollar for buy Velo, maybe you can enter the first $10. So the remaining 90% you need to buy DCA down when it's going to down, down, and down in here. Okay, but for me, I think I'm gonna enter Velo not now because why? If I enter now, I think it's a very very risky, seeing that the Bitcoin maybe can fall down to the 30K. That's why when the Bitcoin is going down to 30K, I think that the Velo gonna down to 0.02. So 0.02 until 0.025. I mean, I think it's a very, very good time for you to enter the Velo, and then you just long term hold, and you can see that the pump gonna be in here. You can see 80%, 80x from the bottom in here just to pump to back to all time. That's why I think the most important thing you need to see that the Bitcoin can hold this line, and then after that it can pump it again. But if the Bitcoin is going to down, as I told you that you need to manage your risk, I already set my stop loss. So if we are going to around 36.5, so maybe I will start to sell some coin. Not sell all. Why? Because I already told you that some coin are the by the bottom, and like you can see the atom and the other coin I already entered last year, so I'm still get the plus, not the minus. That's why. But if that's going to back to my initial entry, so I get the zero profit, but I get the zero loss. That's why I will sell at that point, and I will be waiting for the best price to entry. Okay. It's happening, yeah. I'm not predicted it. Why? Because the Russia ban in here. I think that's a very, very a lot. The politic is very politic, and you need to improve your strategy against the Russia. Don't just, but if you just afraid and you already lost like 30%, 40%, or 50%, I recommend that you not to sell any of your coin, but staking. You need to staking your coin. Okay, I think that's for today. Thank you.